Hi guys, and welcome back to LPB Racing for the last round of the season of the Mixed Championship on Project Cars 2. So we're getting ready for a start here. Blakeney is on pole position from Keith, so Team Green take the front row. And we are away. Good start by Blakeney. A terrible start from TY in the BMW. Not like a BMW to get that kind of start. As we go down towards the first corner now. Plenty of people side by side with one another. Into the first section, and there's been an accident already. Azadar Blade goes round, and so does Callum, I think the other one is. There's Azadar, and there's Callum. So Azadar and Callum already getting tangled up in one another. As for the lead, Blakeney's in the lead. Keith is still in second. TY wanting to be second as they go around this long corner. Stevie right behind him in fourth. We'll get a replay on that incident at the first corner after the first lap. So we're going up the hill now. Oh, Stevie having a look, and TY there going side by side. There must have been a bit of contact there, but Stevie's going slow, and now he's got Bidzster behind him, and he's got Neil up with him as well. Cyrex is there also. Everyone over the curb. Now remember, this is the GP section, so they'll go up left. There's no chicane this time. Straight up the hill, carry the speed. Bidzster right behind Stevie now, looking for a way through, trying to go around the outside, but Stevie says no, you don't, not that way. As we come fast now up towards Spoon Curve, carrying a lot of speed here. Cyrex alongside Bidzster up the inside into Spoon. Stevie goes round, and Bidzster goes a bit wide with Cyrex up the inside, sideways on the curb, but keeps it good car control. And TY is up the inside of Keith again. Now this is where the BMW will have that speed, as we will see. But there's Bidzster and Cyrex side by side as we go down towards 130R. Has TY got ahead of Keith? And the answer is yes, just about. It's a long left here, 130R. Keith goes wide, and Neil's trying to go up the inside. It's 3 wide. Oh my god, this is going to end in tears. As we all go down to this fast last corner, no chicane like it is on the proper Suzuka. Contact between Stevie and Neil goes into the pits and immediately disqualified from the race because he went into the pit lane too fast. I don't believe that. Oh no. But contact there. We'll get some replays in now. The first lap incident. Here's a replay of what happened at the first corner on the first lap. So watch Azadar BMW onto the curb. Sulu sideways and then hits Callum. Callum, an innocent bystander there. Azadar is making his own mistake. Callum, wrong place, wrong time. Here's a replay of what happened between Neil and Stevie. So watch the two cars in the picture. Stevie comes across and hits Neil into the pit lane, and then Neil gets disqualified. Here's a replay on board with Neil for this one. So ignore the timing screen on the top left. That's gone faulty for some reason. As Keith comes back across, and we just give him some room. Stevie's on the left, and then we go into the corner, man in his own business. Stevie comes across, hits us, and then we go straight into the pit lane, and disqualification from there. Here's another angle of that on board with Keith. So you see he goes wide there, and those two cars come past. Then watch, Stevie comes across, bang, straight into the side of Neil, and then Neil exits stage right and gets disqualified. Okay, as we rejoin from that, Bidzster is right behind Cyrex, and Cyrex looking for a way past Keith as well. Comes up from behind him, right behind him, all practically pushing him into this next section. Round the right-hander, into the left-hander. Bidzster still hungry for more, as Cyrex is still hungry, trying to get past Keith. Can't find a way through here though, very tight section. As they go up the hill, Keith defends, so he's going to have a bad run out of the corner. Cyrex will close, Bidzster will close as well. Stevie's got to fend off TY. Cracking last race this, brilliant. Keith's already up on the inside, marker boards go flying everywhere. Cyrex goes round, Bidzster's up the inside of Keith now, so Keith's been mugged 2 places there. So Bidzster goes up the inside, and now he's going to be chasing Cyrex. Meanwhile, Stevie's still trying to catch up to TY. But again, this is the track that the BMW will love because of the straight line speed. Got to get that power down, and it'll all work out as we go up towards Spoon. Blakeney's still in the lead, by the way, 2 seconds ahead. Good job by Blakeney there to get that far ahead. But hopefully he'll be able to stay there. But TY with Stevie all over the back of him in the corners, but this is where TY will pull away on the straight. The BMW straight line speed. This is where it all comes into play. Down towards 130R. But again, that McGann's no slouch. It's sticking with that BMW in the draft, and he's right behind him now. So maybe I was wrong. Maybe the McGann has got some slight corner advantages. Marker boards go flying everywhere there as Bidzster goes a bit wide. But no worries there. As Stevie goes alongside TY now. for the race lead. And look at the speed of that Megane, it's amazing. I always thought the BMW were the fastest in the straight line, but it must be the Megane with the draft into the first corner. TY hangs out wide, and yep, he has to sensibly let him go. The Stevie was on the inside, and now he's got another Megane to worry about. He's in a Megane sandwich, as he's got Cyrex behind him now. So good job there by Cyrex to close up, but again, good job by Stevie to get through in that draft. As we go into the left, right section, Stevie now 1.5 seconds behind Blaney. Blaney's made an error somewhere. He's lost half a second to Stevie, but again, that'll be partly the draft of getting past TY as well. As Cyrex now goes side by side with TY for the third position. TY's on the inside for the Degner. Who's going to... Cyrex braves it around the outside again. Another phenomenal outside pass from Cyrex. Blaney's going slow. Blaney's going slow. He's made an error into that corner. Stevie says, thank you very much, I'll take the lead of the race. Goes right around the outside of him. Blaney's lost speed now as well as a result of that. Cyrex is closing up, and TY. What a cracking last race. I know I said that once already, but it's worth saying it twice because it is. Cyrex now right behind Blaney into Spoon Curve. Stevie ahead, Bidzster sideways into the corner. He's really trying hard. I know he's the champion, but he really wants to get him in the position. Blaney's lost confidence in the car. He must have some kind of damage, or he's just lost pace. Cyrex loses pace out of there because we're worried about Blaney, and so is Stevie as well. Stevie's gone slow. Blaney retakes the lead. TY closing up on Stevie now. Everything happening at once. Bidzster right behind Cyrex. Brilliant stuff. Typical touring car action as we go into 130R. Stevie, careful with those corner cuts. Can't do that too often. Oh, speaking of corner cuts, Bidzster goes really wide there, but he was behind Cyrex in the draft, so not surprised there. But he has lost a lot of time for that. And TY's off the road. TY is off the road. There he is. I don't know whether there was contact or anything, but TY goes straight off the road, right back down in 6th place. He will have damage as well. No, what an awful way to end the last race for TY. But again, it might not be over yet, you never know. But we'll get a replay on that. Here's a replay of what happened to TY into the last corner. So he goes into the corner, too much speed, and can't get the car turning. Just gets a load of understeer and straight into the wall. Unfortunately, the camera glitches out on us there, but he just hit the wall and continued. So as we come back from that, Blaney now getting pushed by Stevie, literally pushing him like NASCAR, bump drafted in a Renault. Well, you see something new every day. As Bidzster comes up behind Cyrex and goes for the inside, trying to force a gap on the inside, riding that curb, typical touring car style. Bidzster loves these cars, but so does most of the field. Everyone loves these cars because they're so easy to drive close, and that's a good example. Cyrex doesn't see Bidzster and puts him on the gravel. Bidzster's heart will be beating a bit faster now as we go into the Degners. Blaney in the lead. Stevie, Cyrex, Bidzster. Hopefully that order will change at some point, but we'll see. Because it would be lovely to see Blaney have a win, but also it'd be lovely to see Stevie have a win, because they've not really won a race this year, or this season should I say. Let's see if they can. Blaney and Stevie for the lead, but they've got Cyrex and Bidzster breathing down the neck, waiting to pick up any spoils. Blaney goes a bit wide, Stevie tries to poke up the inside. Blaney says no you don't, sunshine, and keeps that door firmly shut. You're not poking your foot through this door unless I have something to say about it, says Blaney. As we go up the hill, the drag up the hill. The Megane's with a bit more top end than the Astra, as you can see there. Bidzster just losing out on the straight line speed a little bit there as we go into 130R now. Over the curb, everyone with a good line through there this time. Bidzster doesn't run too wide this time because it wasn't that close behind Cyrex. As now Cyrex is now right close behind, and Bidzster's going to go trying around the outside. The car's squirming, he's on the grass. Whoa. Oh, he just kept hold of things there. That was the turbulent air that we're doing that. The car would not turn. Stevie defends from Cyrex, and Cyrex saying, I'm still going up the inside, you can defend all you want. Blaney's going a bit slower as well, but I think he's going to be able to just keep the lead. There he goes into the first corner, and he goes wide. Blaney's gone wide, and then he's let Stevie go through. Cyrex has gone through, and Bidzster might even follow here as well. Blaney, one mistake, loses 2 places. Bidzster can't get through. Cyrex has got through. That could be a race changer. Cyrex could go and grab the lead now and run away with this as they are all fighting out. God, one mistake and you go backwards, Blaney. But hopefully he'll be able to stay with the leading pack. But he's got Bidzster right behind him. His mirrors will be full of that orange and black Astra. But again, Stevie's got his mirrors full of that other Megane, of Cyrex, the independent. Sorry, not the independent, sorry, I was looking at the wrong thing on the spreadsheet. Sorry, this is Cyrex's Team Blue. I was looking at the TY's name on the spreadsheet, not the other one. But we've got Bidzster and Blaney close behind as well. Bidzster going for the outside of Blaney. Oh, incredible stuff. But again, Stevie holds on to the first. Cyrex behind. Not many other battles going on down the field, so we're going to focus on this one. As Bidzster looking to attack Blaney here, going up the inside. He's up the inside. Contact! Both cars hit each other. Bidzster up the inside. Blaney turned in as well, and they must have had oversteer or something. And Bidzster up the inside. But again, Bidzster up the inside a bit late there, but we'll get another angle on that. Okay, so we play on board with Bidzster. What happened between him and Blaney on the spoon curve? You see Blaney goes wide there, Bidzster sees a gap up the inside, goes for it, and Blaney loses control, comes straight across into Bidzster. Wasn't Bidzster's fault, it was just up the inside, and Blaney lost the rear end of the car and then went speared straight into him. Here's a replay of that now from on board with Blaney. So you see we're into the corner, you see Bidzster in the mirror, and then we just lose control of the car, go to the left and hit Bidzster, and then we slide round, and then Bidzster recovers in front of us. So as we come back from that replay, Stevie in the lead, Cyrex second, Bidzster now up to third after that incident with Blaney into 130R. Blaney doesn't seem too fazed by that, he's sticking with Bidzster anyway. But here we are, Stevie and Cyrex for the lead. Cyrex with a good run through that last corner, building up the speed up to 150 miles an hour down the end of this straight. These touring cars, 140 to 150 miles an hour at the end of this straight, buzzing the limiter. On the brakes, Cyrex wide, Stevie on the inside. Will Cyrex be able to pull off another outside move? But now Stevie says, no you don't, sunshine, not in a month of Sundays. I'm not letting you try that one on. As they go into the next corner, Stevie will have the inside for this first bit, and that's crucial because he gets ahead. Bidzster now needs to try and close up to these, but he's got Blaney to try and fend off as well. We've got another battle further back, Keith and TY. So TY, after getting that damage repaired, is coming to attack Keith now. Into the first section, Keith a bit wide. I would imagine TY will be able to get through at some point, but Keith not making it too easy for the runner-up in the champion, for the potential runner-up in the championship. But it depends where Cyrex gets in this race. Cyrex needs all the points he can get between Cyrex and TY for the runners-up spot in this championship. There's only a couple of points in it, so it depends on where they finish. Cyrex with the work to do. TY needs to try and get a bit further up. If Cyrex can win this race, he will be second in the championship. As we go into the spoon curve, lap 6 out of 8. Still closing behind Stevie, still very close between the two leaders. Bidzster now starting to close on him as well. Blaney losing touch slightly. Onto the straight, Stevie and Cyrex still close together, still really wanting that win, both of them. Stevie wanting his first win of the season in the last race, and also Cyrex wanting yet another win to add to his repertoire in this championship. Here we go into the last corner. Stevie a bit more wider in, but then hopefully he'll be able to pull the car in through the corner as he does there to try and defend the inside for when Cyrex tries to draft him down the straight. But again, both these cars will be topping out at the end of here. So Stevie moves alongside, Cyrex goes to the outside. He likes the outside, it's not necessarily a bad line for Cyrex, but Stevie likes that inside, holds it well, still keeps it tight on the apex, and no way through for Cyrex. He's got to wait another lap to try again unless Stevie opens a door for him through this section, but I don't think that's going to happen. But again, beautiful sunset here at Sakito, lovely track to end it on. The sun will be affecting the drivers a lot more than it'll be affecting me as a commentator, but again, it's one of the things that you've got to face. But Cyrex isn't bothered by that, and neither is Stevie, because they're both focused on each other on the racetrack. Stevie really trying to keep ahead of Cyrex here, just playing the defensive game, being sensible. As they go into the second Degner, plenty of curb used by all. As they go through there, Bidzster really trying hard to close up here. As we look back at Blaney, there he is in 4th place, he's back there, and we've got Keith and TY who are still together actually. Keith's managed to fend off TY for most of this race. Good job there by Keith, but I think he's just run a bit wide there. But again, TY will not be able to find much of a way through up here. His next chance will be Spoon, or even the end of the straight if he gets a good run out of Spoon. But here's the Stevie and Cyrex coming out of that corner I was just mentioning, Spoon curve. Bidzster flashing his light saying, "Yoo-hoo, look in your mirrors, I'm coming for you." So just trying to put Cyrex off his game a bit, just trying to make sure he can try and catch up. As we look back to Keith and TY now, when the camera wakes up, as Keith is still in front of TY. Brilliant stuff by Keith. He's doing very well to hold on to that position, as Stevie is still in the lead. Likewise, doing very well to defend his position from Cyrex, but Cyrex with a much better run that time. As they go down the straight, Stevie defends again. Cyrex to the outside. We've seen this before, but again, Cyrex is a lot more alongside this time. He could end up doing it around the outside, and he's trying. He's on the curb. That's not a good place to stop. Still on the outside, still carrying the speed, but Stevie, again, just keeps it off as we're on the last lap of the race now. Brilliant stuff from these two. As Keith's still in front of TY as well, so good job by Keith. Very good job. Gives him a good light for next season. But Stevie and Cyrex, last lap, got to try and make a move here somewhere. As we go up the hill, Bidzster closing with every lap. Bidzster only 1 second behind now. One minor mistake from one of these two, and Bidzster was right behind him. As we go into the Degners for the last time, past the Ferris wheel, over the curb, under the bridge. Bidzster trying hard, but so is Cyrex and Stevie. Up over the rise for the last time. Stevie lost a bit of speed there. Cyrex closes right up. Will he ever go into spoon, or will he wait for the last corner and try and get a good run on the draft? Is he going to have a go into spoon? Stevie defends. No way through there. Cyrex goes back to the inside to have a look. Stevie covers it off. Straight over to the inside. No, you don't, Sunshine. You're not trying that one out. As they go onto the straight now, they've both lost speed, and look who it is. Bidzster's closing up. As we go on to the straight for the last time, up to 130R. This could be a crucial corner. This could decide whether you get a good run or not. But you've got to be careful not to run too wide. As we go through there, oh, Stevie's gone wide. Cyrex has gone wide, all four wheels off, and he's up the inside of Stevie there. And Stevie goes wide on the last corner. Cyrex on the inside, but look at Bidzster. Bidzster's got a double toe. Bidzster's got the toe as well of Cyrex. He goes 3 wide across the line, and he's going to be close. Oh, Cyrex just gets it from Bidzster, and then Stevie gets robbed on the line from first to third after all that hard work. Unlucky there for Stevie. Good race. Blakeney finishes in 4th. Callum 5th. Keith comes along across the line in 6th place. What an epic final race of the season. TY 7th, RZR 8th, and Neil obviously disqualified from that pit lane entrance at 140 mph, which is kind of a speed limit penalty. But we will just get a quick replay of that last lap. Here's a replay on board with Bidzster then for the last lap, what happened in the last couple of corners. So into spoon, into 130R we go. You see Cyrex there, runs wide, all four wheels over the white line, and then gets side by side with Stevie. That's naughty, that shouldn't have happened. As we go into the last corner, and then we see Bidzster closing up, and Cyrex already got past Stevie because of that white line infringement. And then we see we go across the line, and then we're almost 3 wide across the line, and Cyrex just gets it, but that is under scrutiny. And now we'll just get the points. Okay guys, let's take the results then. So Cyrex was the winner in that one, even though it is under investigation for the track limits at 130R. But Bidzster was second, and Stevie robbed of a win in third. 1/10 of a second between the top 3. Epic stuff to round off the season. Blakeney in 4th. Callum comes home in 5th. Keith 6th. TY in 7th. 8th place goes to RZR, and 9th place to Neil, even though he is disqualified. So he will get no points for that. Okay guys, so after that, our winner of the last race of the season, Cyrex. There he is, our winner. You see the car coming up to us now. There he is, Cyrex with Stevie behind him, and then Bidzster as well. So good final race there of the season. Hope you guys enjoyed this season as much as I did. It's been a pleasure to commentate on it, and we will see you guys next season for a British Touring Car Replica Championship, but the LPB version. We'll see you then guys, take care.